Graffiti vandals can be hard to catch.
It's a huge problem.
All-out war on graffiti.
2 out of every 3 cans were stolen out of your typical neighborhood store.
And what happens to the kids convicted of graffiti offenses?
Crime scene colon, these cold streets you patrol on. Try to get a hold on, kids strapped with growl on.
Vandals born on my kid, getting chased, baited, but mostly getting shit painted.
Someone wants us, either step up, run up, or shut up.
LA is the gallery, the streets of New York is the gallery, the streets of Chicago is the gallery. You can go to some places in LA where there's railroad tracks and crazy ass walls, you're gonna see that art for free. You might pay for being in the wrong place.
Yo, you tuning in to Eyesore Radio. Yo, on this episode, bro. Hey, yo, guest, state your name. Where you from?
I'm from fucking city of Linwood, California. I'm from UPN TNT, Los Amtraks. They call me Jumex.
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
Shit, it's right here, big dog. It's Saturday, my boy. I'm feeling good, bro. Dodgers, I hope they're up.
Let's go, bro. Hey, man, first things first, bro. Pleasure to have you here, bro. Thank you for blessing us with your time, your presence, bro, you know.
Yes, sir. It's an honor
So
to be here,
dope.
dog.
Hell yeah, let's go, man. First things first, bro. Let's get into these little questions, bro. Your name, bro. OG Jumex, bro.
Yes, sir.
Where'd you get that name, bro? How'd you come up with it?
Man, let's just say, bro, I went through a handful of names, bro. I used to write Jux, bro, for many, many years, bro. And let's just say it never really, I was never satisfied with it, bro, nor was I ever really happy with it. So I always knew it wasn't gonna be my name for the rest of like my life. But I just remember as I was changing names, going through names, I just had to pick something that kind of like describe me or like describe something of me. And well, long story short, bro, I had to go with my culture, and I had to go with something that I really liked growing up, or I really loved Jumex as a kid, the juice, To this day, I still drink that shit. I even drink the hard seltzers now. Shit. Yeah, bro, that's kind of why I went with Jumex, just because, like I said, I'm Mexican, bro. I'm Mexicano way, and I kind of just wanted something to represent my culture, bro, and to represent me, who I am, bro. First generation Mexican here in this country, so, kind of wanted something real authentic, dog.
That's right. They definitely emphasize on the Mex part, How'd you first get into creating art, bro?
So, shit, I go back with graph all the way back to 2006, my boy. My older cousin, bro, he's the one that put me on, G, He started writing back in the day, dog, and well, he's about 4.5 years older than me, dog, and like, when he put me on, bro, I just remember not knowing what really the difference between graffiti art and gangbanging was, I thought it was all the same thing, bro, when I was a kid. And, as I got older, I obviously learned the difference. But when I first got introduced to it, bro, it just blew my fucking mind, dog. I didn't know the difference between, like I said, gangbanging and tag banging and graffiti. And, well, I think I fell in love with the graffiti part of the whole thing, bro, out of everything. That's kind of how far back I go. And, yeah, bro, I just remember being fucking blown away, dog. Like the first time you smoke bud, the first time you get buzzed and shit. That's how blown away I was with graph, bro. It's funny because I didn't start doing it till like I was way older, dog. But like I would always try to tag and shit just because I wanted to be good enough. But I just never really tried it till like I actually started trying it. I was probably about 18 years old, so when I really started painting, dog, or just tagging. I say tagging.
That's crazy. It's something about the older cousins, bro, that be there for us, bro, and introducing us to
dog,
everything, bro.
Bro, it's always either older cousin, older brother, bro. Someone in the family, dog. Someone put you on, bro.
Facts.
Maybe just a big homie, dog. I mean, for me, it was real organic, dog. It was just meant to be for me, bro. It was like, I think ever since I was a kid, bro, I just kind of knew I was gonna do something that my whole family wasn't gonna be okay with, bro. But it didn't really matter, dog. As long as I was happy, bro. Shit.
The most important thing, bro, is you taking care of you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's
yes,
dope,
sir.
bro. But yo, bro. So like, were you always creating art, like even before you stepped into like the street art, bro? Like as a kid, you'd be like
Man,
doodling, dabbling.
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I'll keep it a buck with you, bro. My whole life I was kind of like a very impatient person, bro. When I was a kid, bro, the dopest shit I probably did was stick figures, bro. Like I never was a artist like that or a drawer like that, bro. Never, bro, never. It's just something that I knew, like if I was gonna be doing this, if I was gonna be in this game, it was something I was gonna have to learn how to do, from scratch. Yeah, bro. But I saw my mentors all around me, bro. My inspirations, bro, and that's kind of what I went based off of, bro. That's exactly how I wanted to go about it.
How was it like where you grew up?
So I'm from the city of Linwood, my boy. Shit, Linwood, dog. It's just like any other hood in the wherever you're from. It's Linwood has the bad side, and Linwood has the bad side. There ain't really no good side of Linwood, bro. But you know what, bro? What Linwood does have, bro, is heart. It has a lot of culture. It has a lot of originality. Has a lot of humble ass people, bro. It's considered ghetto, bro. But man, that shit made me who I am today, bro. And I probably wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for the city I grew up in, bro. And I'll always have love for my city, bro. City of Linwood all day, bro. 310 all day.
How was the graph scene out there? Was it just like predominantly gangbanging?
Oh shit! So when you growing up in Linwood, bro, you really don't know the difference between gangbanging and tagging, bro, and graffiti, bro. I remember going to Linwood High, bro, being a kid, and I remember even like the nerds were like gangster, bro. Like even the nerds were rocking like Cortezes and shit, bro. Like I really just did not know what the fuck I was getting into, bro, as a kid until like I realized, like, okay, there's different scenes here in the city, bro. Like you got the gang banging, and then you got the graffiti, right? And what attracted me at all times was the graffiti, bro. And a lot of dope ass original crews that I seen growing up in Linwood, bro. A lot of them.
What was like the moment where like you decided to like take graffiti to the next level, like away from like just tags,
When I decided to start my own crew as a kid, with my older cousin, that was when I realized, all right, this is really what I want to do on my spare time as a hobby, I had a passion for it. That's when I realized I have a passion for this and I want to do this. So I started a crew with my older primo and shit. That's from that point forward, I just knew that I wanted to do this, this is what I want to do.
Yo, bro. When you're out there creating, bro, do you usually just kind of like you create it right then and there on the spot, bro, or do you usually just kind of like have a game plan already set in motion?
So that's probably like one of my biggest weaknesses, bro, is that I'm not like a lot of the homies, bro, where like they sketch shit out before they go and like bust it out, and like on a wall or whatever. I kind of just when I go, it's kind of when I try something new. I usually just wait till I'm there, and then I try something a little different or try to switch up the letters and shit. I really have a bad habit of just not practicing, bro. Yeah, but that's something that I gotta work on, G. Yeah, bro, that's something that I lack at, bro. But that's so every time I'm dropping something new, it's actually something I just thought of right then and there, bro.
What was what would you say was like the most difficult part of like being in your neighborhood, growing up there and being a writer, bro?
Shit, bro, just gangbangers, bro. They really don't fuck with graffiti, dog. They don't fuck with taggers. They don't fuck with none of that shit that we really stand for or what we're about, dog. They really don't care. So the hardest part about it, G, was probably like just not letting them know that you're a writer, bro. Shit, that's kind of another reason why I kind of tried to wait. I waited till like I started writing, dog, just because I really didn't want to have like that bullshit in the neighborhood, especially because I was living on my folks' pad and shit. Didn't want to be like a lot of the homies I seen growing up, dog. Shit, who's rolling up on the pad, just disrespecting, dog, tagging it up, breaking windows. I just didn't want to bring all that drama to my pop's pad, bro. So I kind of played it smart and just waited till I was old enough to, get the fuck out and do my own thing, dog.
That's dope, bro. Still out there, bro, creating art, but at the same time showing respect to the crib, bro. That's a beautiful thing, bro.
Yes,
and
sir.
usually you have a different way of seeing it, where it's like you think someone that's creating art just doesn't give a fuck, period. But that's dope to hear, bro. Yo, bro. So when you go out there and you're creating, bro, do you like usually prefer just kind of like being by yourself, bro? Like, or do you like to like be out there with like a group of people?
So I mean, I don't like to be out there with a group of people, bro. Like, I'm always down to paint solo dolo, dog. Like, to me, bro, painting to me, bro, don't matter if I'm with by myself or I'm with some homies. Like, I'm gonna feel the same regardless. It just feels good, dog. I feel free. It's therapeutic. It's very it's very it's very how do I say it? Just chill, dog. It eases my emotions, my mind, it's everything, bro. But if I had to choose on what I prefer, bro, to be honest with you, dog, I'd probably say I prefer to paint solo, bro. But I'm always every time I'm painting, I'm usually with a homie, dog. It's always fun when I'm with a friend, bro.
Aside from like your cousin, did you have any other mentors coming up in graph?
You know what, bro? It's funny, dog. Actually, nah, bro. He was the only one, bro. I feel like that was actually all I needed, dog, just to like understand like the levels to this shit and just realize like, hey, dog, like it's really all you need, bro. You just need one person to like really introduce you to it and like pump you up to go do it, dog. And he wasn't just like any like regular like how do I say it, like mentor. He wasn't the type to like hold my hand and go do it. Fuck no. My cousin was very savage with me. He was more like, all right, bro, you're gonna do this shit. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it right. But I ain't holding your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do this, dog, you gotta have balls, bro. But you gotta have like, you gotta be down, but on your own. That's the only way you're gonna like, move up in this shit. That's the only way you're gonna, basically like last in this game.
Do you feel like graffiti has changed now since then?
Fuck yeah, bro. When I was a kid, I just remember graffiti was, I got to experience the last of that generation, bro, where like, I'll give you an example. Like, if you and me wrote the same name, bro, it's on site. We're beefing it, dog. And not only we're beefing it, we're battling, dog. We're gonna diss each other. We're gonna diss each other to like, till one of us gives up or just declares, the other one's the winner. I feel like that's just one example, right? I feel like it's a little different now. Like, people could write the same name, an example. Man, crew hopping, dog. I don't know how many homies that I've come across, dog, that have been from like 2, 3, 4 different crews. Whether they got dropped, whether they got the boot, whether they dropped themselves. To me, dog, that's watered down, G. Don't get me wrong, bro. This era has, a lot of dope ass writers that weren't around, 15, 20 years ago, dog. But yeah, dog, for sure. Just like anything, dog. Everything's bound to change, G. That's just the way life is, dog.
Do you have like a go-to spot that you like, or like roofies, freeways?
To be honest with you, nah, bro. I don't, bro. I never really had like a yard like that to go practice and shit. I always just try to like, switch it up, bro. Whatever I saw a new spot that I wanted, whether someone has caught it in the past or not, I wanted to be able to at least say I got to experience catching that spot, something I always wanted to do or some shit, Yeah, bro, that's probably all I can say about that. Never really, like I said, I was never a yard rat or anything like that, dog. I was always more for the thrill. The adrenaline, dog, the rush, bro. That's just really what attracts me, dog.
Yo, for the amount of time, bro, that you've been creating art, it almost seems like you've already almost like experienced all the different aspects, bro, of this game, bro.
Yeah.
And with all those experiences, bro, do you feel like respect, bro? You feel like it still exists, bro, and it's still there, or do you think that's already like long gone?
I feel like when it comes down to respect, bro, whether it was you want to talk about take it back all the way to the pioneers to this graph shit, bro, or to fast forward it to now, bro. I feel like the ones who paved the way and the ones who have stood out, whether they're new or old, you're gonna get it regardless, bro. If you deserve it, you deserve it, bro. And if you don't, you don't. But you're also gonna have a gang of haters, dog. That's just the way this game is, bro. This isn't a sport for the weak, dog. You can't just come out for 1 year and expect to be respected by everybody, dog. You gotta pay your dues, dog. Just like anything you do in life, bro. You gotta pay your dues. You gotta put in your work, bro. You gotta put in the hours, you know? That's why it's called dedication for a reason, especially with this game, bro.
Facts, bro. Dedication, bro. Pay homage, bro. And, you know,
Yes,
know where you're at, bro.
Yes,
but,
sir.
hey, man, shout out to all the riders. Everybody putting in work, bro. You know, all the heavy hitters out there, bro. But, hey, let me ask you this, bro. What's your take on beef, bro?
On beef? Man, you know what, bro? I feel like because of like my big homies and mentors, bro, like they basically have shown me like it's really easy just not to have beef, dog. It's really easy, dog, and it has nothing to do with like you know, you being scared, nothing like that, dog. It's just being smart, G. Don't be disrespectful. It's that easy, dog. That fucking simple. But don't be disrespectful. Don't be a toy, dog. That's how easy it is, you know? You when you're a toy, dog, you can do the stupidest shit, like the stupidest moves, you know, that can basically ruin your whole graph legacy as a graffiti writer, dog. That's how, you know, you get the wrong attention. You know, I know in this game, dog, you kind of, a lot of people do it for the attention and shit and the recognition, bro, but that can come back and bite you in the ass depending how you go about it, dog. You know, you can go about it the right way, G, or you can go about it the right way.
Yo, bro. It's crazy, bro, how, you know, a lot of people just really enter this game not really giving a fuck, bro. You know, if you say it like that. And a lot of people know how to move and come with that proper etiquette and everything, bro. And it's crazy, dog. Yo, Jumex, what do you feel like are the do's and don'ts, bro, when you step into the art scene, bro?
Man, the do's, I'm gonna start with the don'ts, bro. Number one, dog, don't be a toy, dog. You know, if you don't know what the fuck that means, bro, then don't write. Straight up, bro. Like if you gotta ask like what does it mean to be a toy, bro? Like then you're being a toy already, dog. You know, it's a simple ass word, bro, that has such a fucking impactful meaning to it, dog, behind it, bro. You just don't want to be that guy, bro. You know, you don't want to burn out spots. You don't want to fucking side bust on legends. You don't want to side bust on fucking a spot that just cracked off. You know, just little examples, dog. You know, you don't want to fucking clip somebody. You know, just simple shit, dog. Very, very simple, bro. So simple. And then the do's, well, the do's, dog, there's a lot of do's, bro. You know, just all around, bro. Just besides graffiti, you know, besides the graffiti aspect to this, dog, you just want to be humble into this game, dog. That's probably one of the biggest things that you should always have in the back of your mind, bro. You gotta be humble in this game, and you gotta know who your OGs are, bro. That's one thing you gotta pay homage to the big dog. You gotta pay homage to the OGs. You gotta pay homage to the pioneers to this shit, bro. Whether you're from LA or any other state in the fucking country, dog, you know, it don't matter, bro. You know, we all know where graffiti started, dog, you know, and we all know where it's at, G. It's everywhere now. But, you know, shout out to all the fucking OGs in New York. Shout out to all the OGs in LA. Shout out to all the OGs everywhere, bro, you know, to everyone that paved the way for us, dog. Straight up.
That's right, bro. Yo, man, shout out to Mecca, bro. East, west, north, south, bro. Anybody putting in work, bro, you know, it's important, bro, to definitely pay homage, bro, and show respect, bro, you know, when you're stepping into this scene, bro. But yo, dog, we chilling with the one and only Jumex, bro. Yo, gonna go to a quick little break, bro. We back. Eyesore Radio, let's go.
Yo, this is Jumex, TNT, UPN, Los Amtraks. Want to say shout out to the homies from Eyesore Radio. We see you doing your thing.
Look, I set it up on point. You did not fail, but it only led me down the path, catching raining bells. Sips of life, morning breeze, carry what I exhale. Smoke in a misbelief. Shinobi, you're uncomfortable if no one knows me. The back of my mind store hardcore memory. Don't shoot guns and shoot people. Capture moments, creating sequels. So to speak, and find evil. Yo, they too frail, the shipment red, fragile, so beware. Yeah, the contents under extreme focus causes dizzy spells. Rich will dwell right before they dry the well. Yeah, my mom's taught me fist for the ones who can't fend for themselves. Saving people, divide the odds, we make it equal. From the sundown horizon, water tower creatures. Creative when it's 420, plenty chosen. That time all my dogs get a smoking ride. A different language, or what's chillin' dated back to ancient. What I'm speaking, you is not related. I won't ever trip over females on a rack, bitch. Ain't no room for emotions here. I'm a Mac trick. I've been on the deadline lagging, but I'm back, kid. Don't say I'm the dopest, just accept the fact, shit. Time ain't real, but my D.O.B. When you see a me, make life and take life, I feel like G.O.D. B.O.D. Ain't no telling about my THC habits forming like a T-1000C and terminating the operation out to delete this sound by any means. Smoke cells every day.
Yeah, we back. Eyesore Radio. Yo, we chilling with the big dog, Jumex. What's up, Jumex?
What up, my boy?
How you feeling, bro?
Ooh, I feel a little better now, dog. You know, just sipped a couple brews. Shit, I'm feeling good, G.
And how you feeling about the game, bro?
Man, I'm stressing, bro. I'm stressed the fuck out. It's fucking bottom of the 6th. We're down by 2.
Hey, bro, it's LA mentality for life regardless.
Yes, sir.
Hey, bro, so let me ask you this, bro. When you're out there putting in work and everything, bro, do you feel like you're like a tough critic, bro, with your own work?
Man, that's like besides my family, bro, that's probably the only critic that really like matters to me, bro. You know, it's not saying I don't care what anyone thinks or anything like that, bro, because I feel like that'd be pretty like arrogant to like say, bro, especially if I didn't mean that. But I feel like I'm my hardest critic, dog. You know, I kind of come down with myself a little hard sometimes, bro. You know, I try to always switch it up as much as I can, bro, because if I see me doing the same shit over and over, bro, I ain't trying to have this. I'm not trying to do this as a repetitive, like, you know, as far as styles, bro. I'm not trying to have the repetitive style, dog. I'm trying to do something different, even if it's just tweaking out something a little different than the last time, bro. It's something, bro. Just can't always do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, bro. I come down pretty hard on myself, G.
Yo, bro. Can I get your take, bro, on like artists like getting paid off of this art, bro?
Man, bro, if it's like DJ Quick said, dog. If it don't make money, my boy, it don't make sense, bro. At the end of the day, dog, like, we all kind of get in this shit because we want to make money with it, bro. But it gets to a point where it's like, you know, it's like it's like anything you do in life, bro. There's a million other people who are trying to do the same thing, dog. So what makes you special? What makes you stand out, dog? What makes you different, bro? You know, at the end of the day, bro, we're all trying to do, you know, we're all trying to do this for whatever reasons we have, bro. But I mean, if you can make money off of this, bro, man, I applaud you, bro, because at the end of the day, dog, that's what it's all about, bro. You know, it's making ends meet, G.
That's right, bro. Yo, bro, Jumex, bro. That is a sick name, bro. But is there more to it though? Like, you know, as far as like the meaning behind it, bro?
So my name is Jumex, dog. That's what I write, bro. But like, you know, it's really Jumex 365, dog. You know, Jumex 365. And what's the reason for the number, dog? Well, fucking you know, the Jumex is the juice, dog. You know, it's a juice, it's a brand. And well, there's 365 days in the year, dog. So it's like, the way I see it is, dog, I got the juice all year round, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Jumex 365, dog, all year, all day.
How did your journey with UPN come about?
So, shit, man, shout out to my boy Suave, dog. Amtrak UPN. Shit, that was my nigga right there, dog. He's the reason why I got into fucking UPN, dog. I got into Amtrak, bro, and I was in Amtrak for like a year and a half, dog. And well, I would always hang with my nigga Suave, dog. And like I say, he's UPN, dog, you know, and he's been UPN for a minute. And well, one day, dog, he just told me like, "Hey, what's up, fool? Like, how you feel about getting into shapes?" And from that point on, dog, shit, I got introduced to the rest of the shapes, bro. They all fucked with me. I fucked with them, dog. You know, shout out to the homie Sight, the homie Sirac, the homie fucking Sooner, you know, the homie Reeve, the homie Big Sower, my nigga Smuggy, you know. Shout out to all them fools, dog.
Can you walk us through the night you caught the graffiti towers?
Hell yeah, dog, man. See, that's an experience for me, bro. I'm gonna have with me for the rest of my life, dog. That's a story I'm gonna tell my grandkids, bro. So, you know, shit, it was me and my nigga Accentuate, bro. We were out there in downtown, bro, and I just remember that day, bro. He hit me up talking about, hey, dog, I'm going to downtown. You rolling or not? You know, and I'm like, fuck yeah, I ain't missing out, G. You know, shit, I am not missing out on this one, bro. And it's funny because my nigga Reef, my nigga Sirac, and Suave just hit it the night before, and they told me, and my nigga Accentuate, like, hey, bro, you need to go today, dog, because if not, bro, it's either going to get filled up or it's going to get real hot, which that day was super hot, dog. So we went, bro. Mind you, dog, we pull up, bro. The Hudas had the chopper. The Hudas had the fucking the light on all the buildings, dog. It was everywhere, bro. Hudas everywhere, dog. And I just remember when we went up in that bitch, bro, we went up. It was okay, you know. The chopper did flashes, dog. We were chilling, we were painting, whatever. But on the way down, dog, we basically got caught, bro. Well, I basically got caught. Fucking security pulled the strap out on me and everything, bro. You know, my nigga X got away. You know, shit, that fool was gone. I just remember when it was time to hop the fence, bro. X hopped it first, and then this fucking security dog grabbed me, dog, and pulled me back down, bro. I had one leg out though, so I was basically just sitting on top of the gate, dog, and it was wobbly as fuck. And I just remember fucking the security, when I looked down, dog, security had a gun on my face, bro, and I was like, what the fuck's going on, dude? Like, you're a security fool, you're a rent-a-cop, what the fuck you doing, you know? And, you know, he was like, get the fuck down, you know? And I was about to hop down, dog. I was caught, fool, because I saw the Hudas, literally, dog. I was on top of the fence, dog. I saw the Hudas, dog. They were, like, literally, like, 20 feet away, jamming up, like, 10 other fucking riders and shit, you know? And when I realized the Hudas weren't moving, they weren't coming my way, I just fucking kicked off the security with my other foot, dog. Just basically kicked them in the face and shit and just fucking hopped away, dog. And just, I basically ate shit full on the main street, dog. And booked it for my life, bro. You know? Shit, I got the fuck away, dog. But man, such a dope experience, G.
When you were catching that spot, did you like have an idea of like the impact or like the, like, I guess like how iconic it would be, or?
You know what, bro? Just, I already knew it was gonna be legendary, bro. You know, the fact that you're hitting a skyscraper, bro. You know, one thing is catching a fucking heaven, a bridge. You know, your bridge dwelling, a fucking billboard, dog. Those are like the biggest things you can do in this game, right? So you don't really ever think you're gonna catch a fucking skyscraper, bro. You're gonna catch a multi-million-dollar building structure, dog. You know what I'm saying? So that for me, bro, took me to a whole nother level, dog. As far as like, you know, as far as just being who I am, dog, it just made me even more pumped, dog. You know, just literally just pumped me up to be even more, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Aside from like getting jammed up there, like have you ever had any like close encounters with the police?
All the time, dog. Get jammed up all the time, bro. Maybe like three different times where I hit 3 different billies. On the way back down, bro, we got rolled on, you know, and you know the Hudas, they a lot of them, dog, they're actually not like that bad, bro. Like some of them are actually fans, dog. They'll be like, yo, like you did that? No, but like they'll be like, oh, well, you know, we understand you can't say yeah, right, you ain't trying to dry snitch on yourself or whatever. But then they'll be like, yo, that shit's hard, bro. Like even though we're cops, bro, like we give you guys even that cred, dog, that you fools did that, dog, straight up. Can't help but give people, you know, credit where it's due, dog. You know, put in the work, my boy. Shit.
That's dope, bro. Especially someone like that recognizing that skill, bro. Totally, bro. Yo, bro, how do you keep from letting the like the art scene consume you, bro? Cause I know that shit be mad addicting, bro.
Yeah. You gotta find a balance with this shit, bro. If you got a family, dog, you got kids and shit, you got a wife, or you know, any type of priority outside of, you know, graffiti, bro, a career, a job, whatever it is, dog, you gotta find that balance, G. Because if you don't find that balance, G, you're gonna lose yourself in this shit, and you don't want to just fucking, you know, you don't want to just live and breathe graffiti, dog. You gotta have a life too, dog. You know, you just gotta find that balance, G. That's the way I see it, dog.
Balance, bro. That's like the yin and yang, bro, you know, in life.
Exactly, dog. Exactly. It's like to everything, bro. You gotta find a balance, dog. Don't matter what you do in life, bro. You gotta have that, dog. Because if not, dog, like, you're just gonna lose yourself, or you're gonna fucking, it's just gonna stress you out, G. It just ain't worth it.
Yo, Can I get your thoughts, bro, on like how you feel about social media, bro, being a part of the art scene?
Yeah, dog. So social media, bro. I mean, we all know that shit for sure watered down the game, bro. A lot of people do shit just for, you know, the likes and the comments and, you know, just the acceptance from other social media platforms and shit, or just big names in the Instagram and shit, all that. Honestly, bro, that shit, as long as you ain't one of those guys, dog, then you're honestly, you're straight, bro. You know, it could be like bigger than it has to be sometimes, bro, and it can be lame as fuck too, dog. It can come back and bite you in the ass, bro. Or you can get recognition there too, dog. You know, I mean, that's what the internet's for, right, bro? It's to get your shit out to places where other people won't be able to see it, right? Other countries and shit like that, other cities, other states, dog. You know, it's just how you pick and choose how you're gonna go about it, dog. You know.
Yo, Jumex, how long does it take, bro, as an artist? How long does it take for you to get that character or that personality or that style created, bro, when you're stepping into the art scene?
How long does it take? I think it's instant, bro. For me, it's like, I mean, you know, once you're into the game, like, as I'm not gonna say I'm a heavy hitter, dog, but like once you're in the game, dog, like it's kind of just who you are, dog. You know, you don't just change into that person. It's kind of just who you are every day, bro. You know. So it's, for me, it's kind of instant, dog. You know, it's very organic, very natural for me, bro.
How did your journey with TNT come about?
So, damn, bro, TNT, man. Shout out to my fucking boys from TNT, dog. TNT, I was introduced to them by my boy Eyesore, dog. Big shout out to my nigga Eyesore, bro. My boy Eyesore is the one that introduced me to all the fucking big TNTs and shit, you know? Fucking shout out to my boy Nassin, you know? My boy Dams, you know? My boy fucking Dis, you know? Shout out to all them fools, bro. R.I.P. to my boy Cleo, dog. You know, he was one of the members that actually gave me the blessings to rep that shit. You know, we just lost our boy Cleo about 2-3 months ago and shit. You know, and well, man, as a kid, bro, growing up in LA, dog, TNT, bro, is one of the OGest crews. You know, you probably ever either heard of or seen up, dog. And I just remember as a kid, bro, I got to see some of their work as a kid and shit. You know. And some of the big dogs, you know, either were TNT or are TNT, dogs. So, you know, just that's kind of how it came about, bro. You know, I eventually got put on this same year, 2025, about a couple months ago. So ever since, bro, it's been great, dog. You know, just learning from them fools. So it's basically all I'm doing, just taking it all in, dog. You know, we'll take in whatever I can, bro.
Being in like graffiti, do you feel like it has kept you out of trouble or put you in trouble?
Damn, bro, it's a little bit of both, dog. You know, because there's been some situations where I'm like, damn, how the fuck did I end up here, dog? I should have been at home sleeping or some shit, you know. Especially when I'm on those billboards, dog. I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, there's been a gang of times, bro, where I'm just like not regretting it, dog, but I'm just like, how the fuck did I end up here, bro? Like, this is no joke, bro. Like, you know, like I could lose my life. One wrong step, it's done, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's no joke, bro. When you're on top of a billboard or just any type of like a spot where you're risking it all, bro, that's when you really start contemplating life, dog. Like, am I making the right choices? But at the end of the day, bro, it's what makes you happy, dog. You know, it's what brings joy to your life, dog. It's whatever your purpose is or whatever you think your purpose is, you know? And for sure, graffiti's my calling, dog. I love graph, dog. I've been loving graph since day one, bro. I love graph. Will I ever stop? Probably not, dog. I'll probably be in my 50s, dog, 60s, bro, catching a freight or some shit, you know? Just like my OGs, dog. You know, straight up, bro. They're the ones that show me that shit.
Do you feel like it's important to like get in a crew, or you feel like you can do this on your own?
And you know, maybe in other states it's different, dog, but in LA, my boy, you definitely gotta be part of a team, bro. Like, I've seen some riders, you know, it's hard, bro, you know? I'm not saying you can't be successful in this game being a solo dolo winner and shit, but you for sure don't get the same recognition, dog, you know? Being from a team, bro, being part of a team, dog, it's for me, in my perspective, my opinion, dog, it's where it's at, dog. Because it's not just being part of a team, bro. You're also being part of a family, dog. You learn from everyone, bro. Whether it's their mistakes, whether it's their, their do's and don'ts, dog. You just learn, bro. That's basically all you do. You continue to learn, dog. It's all a learning experience.
Do you have any advice that you would give to someone trying to join your crew?
Oh yeah, dog. Trying to join my crew, man. Whether it's Amtrak, UPN, or TNT, dog. My only advice would be, man, you just don't be a toy, dog. That's number one, homie. Don't be a toy. Step your game up and never settle for less, dog. And never get comfortable where you're at. That goes for me too, dog. I live by the same rules too, dog. I just come with it, my boy. That's like the number one thing. Just come with it, bro. Have something to show for yourself. Don't be just another member, dog. What do you do for your crew, dog? Not what does the crew do for you? And I know a gang of riders feel the same way, dog. What do you do for your crew? Not what does your crew do for you, dog?
Ooh, that's tough, bro. That's dope right there.
Yes, sir.
Yo, you got OGs, bro, that been putting in work 15, 20 years, bro. You got a rider that just started about a week ago and already trying to claim like a status, bro,
Yes, sir.
How long you got to put in work, bro, to actually have a name for yourself?
Man, minimum, dog. 10 years, bro, 10 years, dog. Straight up. You got to have at least 10 years in this shit, and you want to hope you have an original name, dog, Like, you got to think out the box, bro. Think of a name that no one else is going to have, dog, or no one has had yet. So I think that will take you a long way, bro.
Sometimes it's life, bro, that usually gives you that name, bro. It's pretty it's crazy,
sir.
bro.
Fuck yeah, bro. Sometimes, hell yeah.
That's what's up, bro. Yo, my friend Jumex, you got any shout outs, bro?
Fuck yeah, bro, man. First and foremost, shout out to all three of my teams, dog. Shout out to TNT, UPN, Los Amtraks. Shout out to my niggas from DAF. Shout out to my nigga 160, dog. Shout out to my boy Accentuate. Shout out to the big UTIs. Shout out to fucking the homie Shmelo K. Shout out to my nigga Suaves, my nigga Sorak. Shout out to, man, everyone knows who my people are, bro. Straight up. Shout out to my homie Big Skirp, shit, all you fools, dog. Shout out to all you fools, bro. Love all you niggas.
That's right, bro. Much love, bro. All the heavy hitters out there, bro. All the people from season 1, bro. All the new heads coming in with season 2, bro. Yo, man, Jumex, it was an honor, bro, having you bless us with your presence, bro, your time, bro, your stories, bro. It's so dope, bro, getting to know you, man.
Appreciate you too, dog. Appreciate all you guys, bro. Mad love, bro, and it's an honor to be your dog, and shout out to you guys, bro. Keep growing, dog.
That's right, bro. Much love, bro. Much love, man. Yo, we chilling with the big dog, bro. Jumex, bro, holding it down, bro. Yo, this episode was brought to you by Santo Paso, bro. Hood Vandals. Yo, this is Eyesore Radio, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Go Dodgers. Shit.
Yo, what up? Yo, it's easy to lose drive. It's easy to get distracted. Lose that motivation. But it's alright though. That shit can come and go, All you gotta do is just tap in with yourself and remember who it is that you're doing this shit for. Do this shit for you. Doing this shit for anybody else usually tends to lead you down the wrong path. Reserve some time for yourself. Not everything is about one person in particular if it ain't you. Yo, be strong. You need to have some kind of strength reserved for yourself in order to move around. The fucking boulders can get heavy. But as long as you got that strength, and as long as you stay training yourself mentally, ain't shit gonna weigh you down. Yo, chin up, smile when you leave the pad. Be happy. Shit is mad contagious. Yo, keep it real with yourself. Hey, Eyesore Radio. It's fucking Louis Talk, baby. What's up?